everyone, let's talk about why traditional project plans fail, and in my subsequent video I will talk about how to do planning in an agile project. So let's start. If you look at the triple constraint of a project management in a traditional project plan, the reality is not looked at, which means in a traditional project plan, the fixed constraint is the scope and the variable constraints are the time and cost. But in reality, most of the companies has fixed budget and fixed time. And that's where traditional plan always have budget overshoot or delays in delivering value, or they reduce the center part of this diagram, that's quality. And if you look at the agile project, it just switch the triangle and met the reality, because in reality we can make scope variable but the cost and the time remain fixed. The second important part of this why traditional project plans fail is it deals with activities and not features. So what I mean here is, in a traditional software development life cycle, the teams look at more at finishing the development or testing or user acceptance test. Whereas in an agile project management planning, the team look at delivering a feature end to end. And that's where the traditional project plans fail. Another important aspect is problem of finishing early. So if you look at traditional project plan, they always plan with lot of buffers. And if you look at the traditional project management approach, nobody wants to finish early and give early enough to say development. The development team never give away their time and give an early delivery to test team or to the further user acceptance test, because all of them are separate teams and everyone wants to use their buffer. And that's where the Parkinson law fits in, which means that everyone make use of their available time, and that's where the entire project get delayed. The next important item why traditional project plan fails is delays flows, because each one of them is considered as a separate activity component in a software development life cycle, whether it's requirement gathering, it's development, testing, user acceptance test, or production go live. Each activity is considered separate, and a delay in requirement gathering flows right until the end, and there is no way to catch up. And that's where a typical project manager keep on updating their charts, their graph, their project management planning regularly, and this delays keep on flowing from one activity to another. Uncertainty is ignored in a traditional project plan. So if we look at the Cohn of uncertainty proposed by Steve McConnell, he clearly states that when we start any project, there will always be huge sense of uncertainty, and this uncertainty can only be reduced by the organization, by the department, by the program when they perform iteration and learn from it. So if you look at this picture, at the initial concept, what is being planned and what actual results will be is around 4x which means around 80% deviation can happen. But as the iteration moves on, this cone of uncertainty keep on reducing, and that's what is being ignored in traditional project plans. I will talk about cone of uncertainty in detail in one of my other videos. Last but not the least is multitasking cause delays. Now this means that in a traditional project management plan, multitasking is being considered. So when a specific feature or specific item is being developed simultaneously for some other item, a testing can also happen. So the entire team does not work as a single unit. I can tell you with simple example, and this example is being taken by Jeff Sutherland book, The Art of Doing Twice the Work in Half the Time. Consider this exercise. First, you need to write numbers from 1 to 20. Similarly, you have to write Roman letters, and then you write alphabet from A until 20. Right? You can do this in two ways. One, you write them along the column, which means you write the numbers first, followed by Roman numbers, followed by alphabet. Note down your timing. Then you start writing in the second round row wise. So you write number 1, Roman letter 1 and alphabet A, and then compare these timing. For me, it took thrice the time when I'm writing it in rows, which means there is a switching cost that exists when I'm doing multitasking, and that's what makes a traditional plan fails. So in summary, activities are considered over features, problem of finishing early, the delays flows from one part of the project to another, uncertainty is ignored, which is the reality, and multitasking is being considered as a part of planning that causes further delays. I hope this helps you why traditional project plans fail. In my next video, I will talk about how to do planning in an agile project. Till then, thank you very much. To like, share and subscribe.